hot topic of this coming weekend into early next week is Ethereum, the merge and the dawn of Ethereum 2.0. But what if I told you Ethereum 2.0 is already here and has been? Would you believe me? Well, believe it, because it's time for Chico Crypto. So, sometime between Tuesday and Thursday of next week, the Ethereum merge officially happens, and Ethereum officially transforms into a proof-of-stake blockchain, nicknamed Ethereum 2.0. Although some, and actually many people, will be disappointed, as this initial version of Ethereum 2.0 isn't going to bring forward many of the features people expected to go live with the transition. Many people think Ethereum is going to increase its transactions per second, TPS. Checking out current TPS of Ethereum, it averages about 15.5 TPS on the main chain. Sometimes it's higher, pushing up towards 30 TPS, sometimes it's lower, pushing towards 5. But on average, 15 transactions can be pushed through the main chain of Ethereum. Now, come next week, the uninformed are expecting Ethereum to scale to something like 100,000 TPS, which is exacerbated by media sources claiming this to be the case. Payments.com put out this article recently. Ethereum 2.0 targeted for September, with 100,000 TPS close at hand. Well, Ethereum won't be at 100,000 TPS next week. The transactions per second may increase slightly post-merge, but it won't be anything dramatic. And if TPS isn't dramatically increasing post-merge, gas prices will stay the same. Many people thought ETH gas prices would drop significantly post-merge. They will be about the same immediately after the merge goes live. Peter, team lead at Ethereum, tweeted this in May. Yo, the merge won't make a dent on gas prices or TPS. Just for the memo. So when is Ethereum going to see 100k TPS and extremely low gas prices? Well, here is Ethereum's official scaling roadmap. Now, as we can see, after the merge, there are 4 other big upgrades: the Surge, the Verge, the Purge, and the Splurge. This includes the introduction of sharding, vertical trees, the elimination of historical data, and more. So once all of this is implemented, then Ethereum will be able to process 100,000 transactions per second. Now, the first upgrade after the merge, the Surge, includes sharding. Going to the Ethereum Foundation's guide on sharding, they say this about the upgrade. Sharding should ship sometime in 2023. So if sharding will only be shipped in 2023, I would expect the other upgrades to take even longer. I would expect the full Ethereum 2.0 roadmap to be completed not until sometime in 2024 or maybe even 2025. It's at least 2 years away, in my honest opinion. But remember, I said Ethereum 2.0 is already here, and it comes in the form of another blockchain called POLKADOT. Now, if you didn't know, the founder of POLKADOT, Gavin Wood, was actually one of the original founders of Ethereum. He is the sole author of Ethereum's technical paper, the Yellow Paper. And then going to Gavin's own personal website, it says, I coded the first functional Ethereum client in January 2014. I went on to co-design much of the 1.0 Ethereum protocol, including the EVM, gas, and the caller pays accounts model. I also conceived and invented and designed much of what would become the Ethereum technology stack, including the Solidity contract language, the RPC, the Whisper and Swarm protocols, and the JavaScript API. Gavin was integral to Ethereum becoming what it is today, and he stayed with Ethereum all the way up until 2016. Now, why did Gavin leave Ethereum? Well, he wanted to scale it, but Ethereum was dragging their feet. Let's listen in to this talk from Gavin about this.
Around mid-2016, once the parity Ethereum client had hit 1.0 and we were relatively happy with the progress on that, it sort of came to the forefront of my mind, and I started thinking about how Ethereum might scale eventually. Now, this was something that was meant to be in development for late 2015 and much of 2016. And as someone who was sort of taking part in the core dev calls at the time, where we were discussing, what was going to happen with Ethereum and all of the sort of ideas and really looking for, in some sense, sort of technical leadership from the Ethereum research team, we were getting relatively sort of a lot of, how would I put it? Interesting ideas were coming, but relatively little concrete sort of specifications or descriptions of what the final solution will be was being handed over to us. So it was at this point I started thinking, right, well, sooner or later, Parity is going to have to start creating something that is a scalable version of Ethereum, and it's going to be sort of with or without the Foundation's help. So that's basically when I started thinking about what would become Polkadot.
Gavin wanted to scale, but Ethereum was complacent where they were. So he decided to start the creation of a scalable Ethereum 2.0, which he termed Polkadot. Thus, Polkadot and Ethereum share many similarities, which Gavin Wood has said. Let's listen in.
We're not there yet, but the goal is to have these shards, which sound a lot like parachains.
They do, don't they? And if you look at the underlying designs of Polkadot and ETH 2, there are some similarities, which is perhaps not that surprising. A lot of the conversations in 2014, 2015, we're seeing some of the fruits of those now.
Polkadot's version of shards is their parachains, and they have had parachains live since December of 2021. Now, even before parachains were implemented, Gavin Wood said in April of 2020 that the main relay chain of Polkadot was capable of 1,000 transactions per second. That is just the relay chain, but checking out this comparison of ETH 2 and Polkadot, we can see each parachain built on top of Polkadot is also capable of 1,000 TPS. And checking out parachains.info, we can see there are 25 parachains live on Polkadot. This means Polkadot and its ecosystem of parachains is theoretically capable of 25,000 TPS, as each parachain can process 1,000 transactions per second under ideal conditions. So what about gas fees? Well, A-Star, a parachain on Polkadot, tweeted this back in April. Transaction cost to deposit any token on Starlay Finance, a lending protocol on A-Star, is 0.0036 ASTR, or 0.00009 in USD. Like I said, Ethereum 2.0 is already here in the form of Polkadot. But now I'm going to dive into some unknown, exciting news within the Polkadot ecosystem. But before we get into that, it's time for a sponsored segment of this video, brought to you by the team at Moxy. Like always, the full details of our agreement can be found in the description. Now, if you're a gamer, you're gonna love Moxy. There's a lot of buzz about GameFi being the catalyst for the next crypto boom. But that won't happen with the current play-to-earn models built around expensive NFTs where early adopters have all the edge and players aren't passionate about the games. But Moxy is disrupting GameFi and creating a new category in the video game industry, allowing blockchain games and any new or existing traditional game titles to include real reward-based competition and earning. Say goodbye to play to earn and welcome Moxy's new incentive model, play and earn. This model is built around a gameplay first mentality with the bonus of earned rewards that increases the intensity and enhances the fun of gaming. Gamers can choose to enter paid events where the winners share in the rewards pool. Moxy also built a proof of play infrastructure that rewards players for simply playing Moxy games. The more you play, the more time you log, the more you earn. You never need to wager any money. You simply earn rewards for playing the games you love and play already. This is how GameFi should be. Moxy is built on the Flow blockchain, taking advantage of their energy-efficient transactions, a super important factor for any blockchain gaming platform that desires to be successful in this ever-growing climate-conscious world. Flow also makes it simple for mainstream game publishers to implement P&E capabilities. No knowledge of blockchain is needed. Moxy's simple tech stack allows traditional game devs to take advantage of everything Moxy has to offer in any way they choose, including adding P&E models to existing titles you already know and love without interruption of the existing game experience. And let me tell you, if you're gonna make a bet on the video game revolution, there is no team in the blockchain space more capable than the world-renowned industry vets building Moxy, who also happen to be the original inventors of the video game industry itself. We're talking Nolan Bushnell, creator of Pong and founder of Atari, along with Larry Seigel, ex-president of Atari and Sega Europe, and finally Stuart Bell, founder of Microprose Game. They've partnered with some of the top blockchain devs, and together they are creating a new paradigm in gaming. The Moxy token is currently in pre-launch stage, meaning you are perfectly positioned to join them as they grow. First thing you need to do is go to www.club.moxy.io and join the Moxy Club, which allows you to compete in P&E events and start earning proof of play rewards. This Moxy Club gives users access to their own first-class dashboard portal alongside Moxy's top-notch website and the Moxy Marketplace, which boasts a healthy game catalog that is ever growing, creating new blockchain-based games and building out partnerships with existing top game studios to implement P&E rewards for already published games. And don't wait for the token launch to join the Moxy Club. You can get registered now to get access to special incentives. In addition, access to register for their upcoming Super Squad tourney in October, where they're rewarding players with huge prizes. Word on the street is early members also get special NFTs that provide unique perks and benefits within the Moxyverse ecosystem, and will likely prove to be extremely beneficial in the future. But you have to get registered now. Links to the Moxy Club, their Twitter, and Discord can be found in the description. So what is this exciting news about Polkadot? Well, have you ever heard of Deutsche Telekom? Well, Deutsche Telekom is one of the largest telecommunications enterprises in the world, with 242 million mobile subscribers, 27 million fixed network lines, and 22 million broadband lines. And their dominance might just be getting bigger. Now, I'm sure some of you are like, that logo, the T from Deutsche Telekom, looks very similar to T-Mobile. Well, Deutsche Telekom is highly connected to T-Mobile here in the United States. Just last month, it was announced that they were nearing majority ownership of T-Mobile with a 48.4% share in the company. But back in December of last year, some big news was announced. T-Systems, a subsidiary of Deutsche Telekom, would be running validator nodes on Polkadot, and they acquired a big batch of DOT tokens. The press release states, Deutsche Telekom subsidiary T-Systems MMS will use its infrastructure to participate in the public blockchain network Polkadot as a validator. In addition, T-Systems has acquired DOT tokens and supports interoperability between decentralized blockchain networks. Well, we are now starting to see the fruits of this partnership. As we can see, T-Systems are validating Polkadot blocks. And if we check out their validator, we can see they have over 2.2 million DOT bonded, worth over $15 million. That is a sizable validator and shows how much they believe in the DOT ecosystem. Although now it's time to dig down that rabbit hole and make a little prediction. Have you ever heard of KPMG? Well, they are one of the largest accounting firms in the world, and they have announced they are building a digital identity solution with blockchain technology. In the solution portion of the description of this solution, they say, together with its technology partners, KPMG offers the right and comprehensive solution to face the numerous challenges in implementing a digital identity solution. The solutions of our partners enables you to easily build and integrate a blockchain network on your individual IT environments to meet the technological requirements of digital identity. I wonder who could be that partner? Well, KILT Protocol, an identity solution, Their founder, Ingo Rube, has been on a panel hosted by KPMG back in February of this year. And I'm not the only one who thinks there could be a connection. Tiga, community lead of Moonsama, tweeted this in regards to Ingo on the panel with KPMG. KPMG has a digital identity solution on blockchain. What makes it interesting is that it's not their own, but made with their technology partners. Would be fun to see them being the first ones to adopt KILT's VCOs that are the biggest thing on it with Polymetric. Well, viewers, Ethereum 2.0 is already here. Its Polkadot and its ecosystem is growing rapidly at a rapid rate with big partners, even down to the parachain level. Cheers, I'll see you next time.